innocence. And so it is this coming to the remembrance within the direct experience of the being, of being the love, being the wholeness, being the innocence, and allowing all of these places that want to protect, separate, divide, to come forward in their own timing, right? We don't suddenly say, okay, we're gonna start digging around and we want to get this all done. Just in the readiness, life itself brings the triggers, the charges, the situations, right? The losses, the breakups, you know, the situations that arise that bring forward the feelings, the surprises, the shocks, right? Life itself brings it all forward so that we can surface. And that's the wisdom. The wisdom is that we're supposed to actually be in, situations. We're supposed to be in the true laws of nature, right? We could say, it could be spoken that, when we really know the true nature and you know that it's all a play, then you're not upset about anything. But that too can be an idea, right? If you don't have upset, that's great. But if, somebody close to you leaves their body and passes away and you feel grief and tenderness, right? Let's remember, have we ever heard an elephant, like wailing when in the loss of their baby, within the laws of nature? There's a natural flow of grieving, of just, right? It's something that happens. And we're not here to make it wrong just because, there are certain teachings that say that you shouldn't have any grief if you're really free, right? We want to be real. We want to be real within our human experience. There are examples of everything. If we are to look at examples within, the saints and sages, there are examples of very transcendent free beings, and there are examples of very flowing, passionate, expressive beings, right? There are examples of beings that would sit with the companions and shed tears, their tears, all the tears together as just the tears, the tears, right? No one's tears, just their tears, that feel the tenderness, the sadness of the human experience, right? Not making it right or wrong, not making it you should be this way, you should be that way, you shouldn't be angry, you shouldn't be sad. It's like about freedom. It's about the freedom to be natural, to be completely natural. And yes, the ways that we move, they shift and change. They shift and change. And yes, we do come to where we don't make projections, because we come to know that a projection is a protection. We don't need to protect in the same way. Or we catch something that would like to project and we see it, but we don't make anything up about our functioning wrong, right? Because to keep making our functioning wrong is just to perpetuate the protection, just to perpetuate the sense of separation. When certain situations come, when a shock comes in, you might have a strong reaction. And it is the suppressing of the strong reaction that's like perpetuating. It's about being able to be aware, wow, there's a really strong reaction happening here. But let it happen, let it rage, let it rip, let it scream, let it express itself. Just to be free, to be unedited, to be free. This is what we are speaking of. This is the freedom of being yourself. This is where we naturally come to know the true nature, when our nature is not tied in knots, is not tied in knots of limitation, where our nature isn't trying to move in certain channels and grooves of acceptable, not acceptable, avoiding conflict. Will I lose love? Will I be seen? Am I being heard, right? We're not moving in these channels. We're just, well, hey, right? Just be yourself. See yourself. Know yourself. Meet yourself. Love yourself. Open to yourself. Come to such a depth of presence where nothing is hiding. Reality is right here, and it's everything without the labels. It's everything without the systems and all of the ways that divide. Reality is you as you are, just like this right now, without any separation. It's you without the dividers, right? You without the sections, the boxes. It's just you with all of it right here, undivided, unlimited, and totally free.